Welcome to Vite-Us.
Hi guys, I'm a junior at EMU. And like many college students, I spend a lot of time in and out of the classroom. But we as kids, we find a lot of challenges trying to find what to do with our time, trying to figure out what are we going to do over the weekend. And most often than not, I find my friends texting me and saying, hey, what's going on tonight? Or I find myself, trying to search for something to do over the weekend after, you've read that page, you've done that assignment. You're just sitting in your room bored. So with that problem being, brought to us, I give you a solution. This is Vite-Us. Vite-Us is a new mobile app, is an application, a mobile application that gives you all the events that's going on in your local community, all of your campus events. If Joseph is throwing a party today, he posted on there, hey guys, I'm having a party. It's going to show up on your timeline. As you can see, we have a very simple layout. You scroll through your timeline. Maybe it's Thursday, and you're wondering what am I going to do on Friday. So you can click the tab, check on Friday, and see all that's happening. You can make your own Vite. You can click this button, create your party, say, me and the guys are going to have something by the lake, and I want people to come. You just click it, you put the information in, and we have a mapping system set up with Google Maps that will take you directly to where you're going. You just use that GPS system, and you're going to get there so easily. So now, we've been talking. We went out to JMU, we talked to the kids, we talked to the students. We were like, what if you had this tool? What if you could get this in your hand right now? And they were all excited. And this one kid's like, really, this exists? And I'm like, no, it doesn't. But, yeah, they were really excited. And, I asked, I was like, okay, what are the questions can I ask them? I'm like, how much are you willing to pay for something like this? And some were like, well, we'll pay, up to $4 for something like this, $4 to $3. And I did the 99 cents. I'm like, 99 cents? And they're like, yeah, that'd be great, 99 cents. And I'm like, okay, great, we could do that. Now you're probably thinking, are there other people, are there other companies out there like this? Yes, there are other companies out there like this. It's called Local Ruckus. It's in Kansas City. They post business events. They post other events on their website so people can go there and find it. But with Vite-Us, we focus on student life. We focus on the college kids. We focus on making their college experience more exciting, more fun, and not just boring books and stuff, Yeah, we focus on getting, the university linking with the kids to take them to the university events, the on-campus events that the freshmen might not know about. It's a cookout on the quad, and he doesn't know how to get there because he's new. We focus on getting him there easier. I struggled with finding a church when I came down here, and something like this could be so easy. Church members could just post on here, we're having a special service for students. Please come, and you just click this app and you'll be able to find it. So I'm going to pass this on to my teammate Dale, and he'll talk a bit about market projections.
Yeah, basically, I took a quick look at the market. I looked at how many students there are at EMU, since that's where Joshua was interested in first introducing it. I looked at the overall U.S. student population, and I did some marketing projections. We considered 4 revenue streams. We looked at the app purchases. We looked at the possibility of running ads like through Google Ad Service or Apple Ads. Then we looked at one-time charges for commercial events and subscriptions for commercial groups. Based on just the first revenue stream, without doing an analysis of the other 3, I created an NPV evaluation of an assessment of the company over a 3-year period. And I can go through all the numbers with someone later. I'm not going to bother now. But bottom line is NPV over a 3-year period looks like about $1.2 million, which is about a 800% return. At this point, I'll turn it back over to Josh.
So there you have it, an exciting idea, and you might wonder how would we get the kids involved. we are a young generation. We like to get involved. We like to have a conversation. So just by simply going to JMU, going to Bridgewater, going to EMU, and talking to certain bodies in the university and saying, hey, this is a new application that would help you guys a lot. Throwing events at JMU. Vite-Us sponsored event and just inviting kids to have fun and maybe giving it to them for free for a couple of months and let them try it out and see how it's going. So there you have it. This is your Vite, to join us in making this.
Yes, 5 minutes for Q&A.
We're really good.
I don't know much about this, but do you look at capacity if this thing sort of just takes off, or do you, what's the server capacity, whatever you got to deal with that?
I've worked for Rosetta Stone for a number of years and have managed a lot of their scalable system and the teams that manage the scalable system, the director of software development there. And the plan I laid out basically uses cloud services. They should ramp up fairly smoothly. The variable cost structure I created was based on estimated server throughput and what the variable costs for the users and the amount of time it's going to be.
I noticed you had RSVP functionality built in. What if it is too successful and you have thousands of people coming to this RSVP? Is there a way to shut it off?
When they come to your other social media pages like Facebook, you could say, well, I want only this amount of people to RSVP for my event. So with a number, filter, you can't have 100 people saying I'm going to go to this. After that number is passed, people will not be able to see your Vite or access it.
And for the initial minimal value release product, the plan is to heavily leverage Facebook to do authentication, to manage friends. So if you post a private invitation, it basically means it's only seen by your Facebook friends, at least at initial launch. We may expand beyond that, depending on what market demands, towards either other authentication systems or using our own authentication system so that you don't always have to be a Facebook member. But initial launch, it would only work for Facebook members.
Can you authenticate the post, like if I say there's a party at your aunt's house? It's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke.
No, just like you can't do that on Facebook at this point. If people say false stuff on Facebook, it's there. And that's pretty much one of the purposes of the tabs. Is the one tab is kind of personal postings, so take them as you will, whereas the other tabs are community or business postings. So you can trust that those are, vetted, responsible posts, whereas the party posts could be just as catch can, as everyone's used to with Facebook and Twitter nowadays.
So how do you actually get the content onto the site?
Your party information. There is on your profile.
Are you doing this? Are you scouring?
But there's basically three things in play there. The first is that people who own the app can post their own invites. So if they want to do a personal thing, they post it. They create the invite, they set it all up. That's all part of the app. It was in that mock-up I showed you briefly. And then the second is that one of the revenue streams is to look at doing one-time ad sales, the same way you do in a paper or something. So many dollars for listing your event. And that would have to be handled via email sales, website sales, that sort of thing. And then the third is institutional subscriptions, where we would go to local universities or local organizations that tended to have lots of posts. And then we would set up an arrangement with them and work out whatever's the most efficient data transfer from them, whether it be hand typing it in or whether it be doing some sort of web scraping or some campus systems actually have an XML download you can use.
Did you have a chance over the weekend to test it out with universities, whether there would be an interest there?
Well, like I said, I went out and talked to personally with students here at JMU. I talked to over 30 students, and they were all excited. I put up a Facebook page. And within like 10 minutes, we had 30 likes and people commenting and stuff. So I think it's something that sounds exciting enough from the jump that I think would just go viral, like personally, just be positive.
And the actual prototype interface, we have done 2 rounds of usability testing on it already. We've done updates to the paper mock is what I've been referring to it as, so that the interface has already been through several iterations of improvement before we even started.
What's the risk of the just having so many local businesses posting that you just basically see in the yellow pages of all the local businesses?
And I mean, since you're doing time filtering and distance filtering, if you say, you know, within 50 miles of town, and you say, I just want to see for today, it's a possibility, but it's a problem I'd like to solve, because that means it will do it very well.